All right, welcome back to another episode of the Power Sports Memorabilia Show. I'm your host, Matt Powers. Thank you again for joining me. Please visit the website, powersportsmemorabilia.com. Also, give me a follow over there on Instagram at Powers Autographs. Well, is Aaron Judge a good buy right now? I think you know the answer to that, but we're going to walk through it, talk about the cards and also the autograph memorabilia, and kind of get you a little bit better picture of his market, where it currently stands right now, given the fact that he just hit his 62nd home run, which is, I mean, just crazy. It's brought back a lot of kind of fun memories of like Sosa and McGuire, and I know a lot of people say they're on steroids, or it was still fun. I don't care. It was a lot of fun seeing like TV channels kind of cutting in and showing the actual at-bats and then cutting back out again. So it's super fun to watch that. But anyway, he's got kind of an outside chance of the Triple Crown. I think he's about 0.04 behind, so probably won't get that with just a couple games left in the season. So let's talk about him real quick, and then we're going to kind of get into the specific items here and if he's a good buy or not. Is he going to be a Hall of Famer? Probably not at this point. I mean, he's a 283 career hitter. He's got 219 home runs. He's in his 7th season right now. 30 years old. He's probably got one big contract left, maybe. So maybe 7-8 years left. I mean, he's even going to be back with the Yankees. We don't even know that. So, I mean, he just turned down a contract basically like the GDP size of what Somalia puts out. So he's going to be getting out a huge contract from the Yankees. I mean, even the Yankees don't have, all the money in the entire world. So they have limits. So I don't know if he's going to be back with the Yankees. I hope he is. That would be great, because I'm sending cards off to PSA right now of him in a Yankee uniform. So it'll be great to see him back in there. So should you be buying Aaron Judge right now? Well, first off, let's talk about the cards, and then I'm going to get into the autographs here in just a second. Cards, right now is actually an interesting time for Judge, mainly because there was a decent amount of stuff that was graded for him, but right now the stuff has just been flying off the shelves. I mean, it's just been crazy to see what stuff has been selling for. A lot of people right now are actually sending in a bunch of his cards. You know what they are, right to PSA, because PSA has got the $22 service right now if you submit to them with a minimum of 25 cards. It's like a 6-month turnaround time. So I would be looking for a ton of Judge cards to come on the market in March, kind of April, right before next season. So if you can, I definitely would hold the brakes and wait on purchasing any Judge card. Right now they're selling for it, at least at a minimum, for the stuff that I've been buying and selling, 3 times what they were about 2 months ago. So pretty expensive stuff. You got some of his updates were like $100 or so, his Chrome updates. I mean, those are selling for $300 now. Remember, he's a modern player, so he's got like 18,000 different rookie cards. So there's a lot to choose from. But I would just wait, see what people are grading now, if that's what you like to buy. And there's going to be a ton of stuff coming out in March and April of next year. But if you're in, what the kids call the flip game, where you want to, buy something now and sell it in a couple weeks, there's going to be a decent amount of opportunity, I think, with Judge. Because Christmas is coming up. People are going to be wanting to buy a lot of Judge stuff, depending on how, the rest of the season kind of plays out. And there's probably not going to be a good amount of good quality stuff on the market. There's a lot of that Tops Now crap, which nobody wants to buy. I mean, some of the Tops Now stuff is cool, but it just seems like they come out with a card for every single play now. But right now there's about 2,600 PSA 10s that are being listed right now on eBay. So lots of junk, like I said. But if you can set your watch reminders up and find some good quality stuff and be the first one to go ahead and pick up that deal, you can actually kind of find some decent deals for Judge. And I say decent based on today's current market. But again, if you just want to have some nice, cheap rookie cards in your collection, I would just wait until March and April. You'll be finding way more affordable stuff at that time. All right, let's jump on over to the autographs. As you know, he is a Fanatics exclusive, and I know what you guys think about Fanatics. Oh, they're going to be expensive with Judge in the future. You're probably right. They're probably going to be pretty expensive, but my Fanatics rep told me probably about a month or so ago that he wasn't signing for the rest of the year. Now, could that have changed given all these new records that he's putting up there? Probably. Again, I don't know if it's Judge that's saying that he's not signing for the rest of the year, or if there's something in the contract. I really don't know. I'm really not that important to them, and I'm not that important, so I'm not privy to that information. But I'm assuming that they're going to be pushing hard to get new product out because they're desperate for stuff. I mean, they need Judge stuff bad. So I wouldn't buy anything of a Judge Fanatics autograph until he does his next signing. Now, it's not going to be as cheap as his last signing. The signing that I offered out when Fanatics was actually taking send-ins for Judge was back in November of 2021. He was $350 for balls you could for your baseball, and $350 for your cards and your tickets. You could actually send in cards and tickets to a Fanatics signing for Judge. I actually got a couple Judge cards signed, and they got a couple 9s and 10s on the autograph, and I sold those for obviously way too cheap. I sold them months ago for $500-600 or so. But if I had those now, I think I could be close to retiring, pretty close to retiring for the rest of the month. So, but anyway, right now there's just 175 items listed on eBay with Fanatics cert. Not all of those are autographed. There are some game used batting gloves. So just not a ton of inventory out there. Baseballs were selling for like $500, but with the new cost of goods that I had to be selling them at $1,000, and it was just like that. It was just crazy stupid, which I think $1,000 for Aaron Judge baseball is just, oh man, it's just way too expensive. I just would not buy that. So just be patient. Wait until Fanatic comes out with some cool 62 home run items or whatever home run total he finishes at. Should be way, way cheaper than the current market. I would probably say north of $500 for probably autographed baseballs, but they're going to come out with some cool stuff. You know, they're maybe do some limited edition pieces. They'll have jerseys inscribed and all that kind of stuff. So just wait until there's some better options out there. It's going to be cheaper than the market is right now, and you're going to have some nicer stuff to kind of pick from. I was reaching deep into the rabbit hole, and I had to buy my first ever baseball autographed mini helmet, which I despise those things. But I bought a Judge mini helmet, which at a pretty good price. I think I'll probably be able to sell it pretty quickly here, but I was going down the deep rabbit hole and picked that up. I had to really convince myself to buy that. I was like, gosh, man, I hate these things. Are people going to buy them? But I'm sure somebody will. They're pretty cool for those who like it, but just not my thing for baseball autographs. So to summarize here, wait on Aaron Judge. Just do that P word, which we all hate to do. Patience, okay? You're going to have to turn off that little serotonin level in your brain. You're not going to get that spike in serotonin when you buy the item, okay? You're just going to have to wait until, March or April, or until Judge does another signing with Fanatics. So just be waiting. You'll save a little bit of money. You'll actually get better products, and you'll feel way better about having some Judge stuff in your collection. But, is he going to be a good investment? I have no idea. I mean, this guy's hitting 283 right now. He's got a couple hundred home runs. He's one injury away from being nothing. So, I don't know. I'm not an investment kind of guy, but this year is pretty cool. I definitely would probably have something in your collection from this year from Judge, because I think this is a really nice year to have something of his for the overall baseball market, if you're just a baseball fan. So definitely way cool to have it. Like I said, I've enjoyed watching the TVs kind of cut in and showing off his at-bats and stuff like that. Super fun. Lots of memories of the Sosa McGuires. That year was just absolutely epic. I definitely really loved baseball when they were doing the home run chases and all that kind of stuff. Super fun. So anyway, if you want to see what I've got on Aaron Judge, you can head over to the website, powersportsmemorabilia.com. I'm sorry, they're not cheap right now, but it just is what it is. Don't forget to give me a follow over there on Instagram @PowersAutographs, and I will see you on the next episode.